What's up, everyone? Welcome to the new year, 2019. So, we're very excited about the year. This year seems to be very promising for the brand and for the collective as a whole. So, I just wanted to, give like a um, rundown of, what 2018 taught me, and the plans I have for 2019. And I hope to share a lot more of what I'm about to do or the plans I have on this YouTube. So if you haven't subscribed, hit the subscribe button below. And yeah, so so 2018, was a very interesting year for me. It was my first year kind of like out of my shell. I guess it was the first year that I tried to navigate Lagos, like, I guess on my own, and it was really interesting. I learned a whole lot of stuff about leadership, about, like, oh my god, about sales management. I learned a whole lot of stuff. So I'll just give like a quick like breakdown of how the year kind of went. So at the beginning of the year, I was with Dami. She came to do her IT at Senpai. And this was kind of like the catalyst to like a lot of the events that happened the rest of the year. So she was with me for 6 months. It was just me and her, and we were at CC Hub earlier, but we had to leave to a new space. And yeah, like, it was very interesting. She learned a whole lot really, really fast. I learned how to teach more. I learned how to teach better through teaching her as well. I learned how to delegate through um, working with her. So it was a pretty epic experience for me. And she was there for 6 months, and during the period of time she was there, I got the opportunity to train like four other UX designers. So that was also very interesting as well. So I mean, at the core, like, the reason Senpai exists at the core is because I have the passion to empower creatives. Like, I want to train like the leaders and the designers of the future. So I've always been about, okay, how can I position myself to train, even though I didn't really have much money or anything, and the people I'm training can't really like pay me much. So you know these are all the things I've had to like deal with, trying to build Senpai. But overall, like, I loved every minute of like 2018. After the training, she had to leave. She had to go back to school. Then I had to leave the new space we were in. So this was when I spent the last like quarter of the year kind of like at home, reading books, learning more about like coding, like learning about like sales, improving myself. Like, I spent the last quarter of like 2018 really improving myself, building my personal brand, getting like comfortable with like the idea of the fact that I am building a company like Senpai, and being more comfortable, showing up and telling this, like, sharing my story with the world, which led to this YouTube that you are watching now. So like 2018, had a lot of lessons, and the cool thing about building a company and being deliberately like patient about it is that over the years, like all the little things you learn start to like add up together. All the things you learn start connecting. So like I've already started, feeling and experiencing the connections that are being made um this year. Like I mentioned, this year I want to focus a whole lot more on like branding and building my brand and my reputation as a brand strategist and design consultant. So, that will be very interesting to show you guys how I kind of navig- navigate it. But one of the major ways I hope to build my brand is through this YouTube. I'm sorry, guys. Yeah, so one of the major ways I want to build my brand is through this YouTube. So yeah, like 2019 is looking like a pretty like awesome year. And so far I would share with you guys my plans for the year. The YouTube, I'm trying to see how many days a week I want to make them. I don't know if I can do every day. I would try and see how many days I can do. So there's a lot of stuff we have to get like planned out this year. But the major thing is expanding the growth of like the community, and like reaching, like building sub communities in schools, and that's like the core of what we're trying to achieve this year. So I'll be sharing how that goes. Then obviously I'm trying to build my personal brand as well, as a brand strategist. So then just to share some extra stuff, then I'm also like learning new skills, and I really want to um get back in touch with my artistic side, because I feel like I've been too busy working on senpai. I've not had any time to work on myself. So this year I feel like I've built senpai to a point where I can work on myself. So that's the most exciting part about the whole year. I feel like I can work on myself. So I feel like I would spend a lot of time making videos to teach and to connect with the rest of the community. I feel like this would be the easiest way for my message to reach as many of you as are out there. So yeah, like let's basically see how this year goes. So the strategy for 2019 is to bet a whole lot more on the internet. Bet a whole lot more on YouTube, on Instagram adverts, and on creating like quality content that someone can like connect with, and um they feel like a sense of like value from it. So yeah, then also I hope to get better at vlogging or YouTubing, because like it's it's new. So yeah, it's new. So I just have to see how that goes. And yeah, I started drawing today, so I just wanted to share with you guys some of the sketches I've made. Oh no, it's not going to be clear. Uh, Look at it though. Wait, I think I can fix that. Let's see. Yeah. So yeah, I made some sketches. Let me show you guys a little more. So yeah, um, currently, trying to learn how to draw, and yeah, like the year is going to be awesome. So I hope to share a whole lot more with you guys. So yeah, and yeah, so like I don't want this video to be really long, so I will just end it here. Talk to you guys later. Peace.